I'll be going DA, CP, framework, and K.
What?
DA.
What's the disad's name?
CTBT, DA.
Okay.
Counterplan.
What's the counterplan?
Space assurance.
You gotta say those things, man. Okay.
Framework. And then power dominance, K.
What's the problem here?
What?
Worst case.
Top.
Huh?
On top.
So why didn't you say case first?
Isn't it assumed?
Nothing's assumed.
Oh.
Give your roadmap again.
Okay, I'll be going case, CTBTDA, space assurance counterplan, framework, and then power dominance critique.
Yep.
Okay. Wait, Brian, is that harms and advantages stuff in the case?
Well, what do you think?
Yeah. Okay, starting off, they have not attacked any of our harms and advantages, so they can see to it that silence is consent, and we win on it. Next, moving on to the CTBT disadvantage. Republicans won't all like CTBT. There are liberals and radical Republicans. Not all of a single party will support a single treaty, though that is at the bottom of a docket. Even their own cards have supported the idea that decades ago tensions were low. Even 3 presidents with more political power than Obama couldn't pass the CTBT treaty, according to their own cards, with bipartisanship support. And there's no damn way CTBT will pass, even if the plan passes. And fusion weapons are all theoretical weapons in mind, and time and money spent on them would be too high and too unlikely to replace all the hundreds of nuclear stockpiles of the world. You have never even heard of a fusion weapon before until this round. We don't even know what it really is. We don't know what the hell they are, and you can't trust this thing, and this disadvantage is meaningless. Onto space assurance counterplan. This international treaty fails, and so does this counterplan. It relies too much on trust. China is on the brink of launching space weapons to defend their nation and/or attack other nations. So why would China want to lower their own hegemony with the counterplan? And what about its allies, let alone other countries who can also defy the treaty and disregard it? Putting satellites into space fails anyways. If this treaty truly solves, then why are they putting up satellites for surveillance if they feel so safe? The logic of this treaty is false, so don't vote on it. They cannot win on this counterplan. I'm going line by line on their last negative speech. They said that the counterplan stops lessening of soft power and hard power, but they don't solve hard power by putting satellites. She is putting tags with no warrants, and she's extending wrong a bunch of counterplan cards, but not really explaining it. She's just simply saying extend this card, but she doesn't explain how she's extending it or how it works against our case. Disregard all of her 1NR arguments in the 1NR. Next, moving on to framework. They are participating in the game and promoting role-playing, while at the same time they call it ineffective. So that means they are promoting it. If policy doesn't work, they have no reason to participate in it. They are liars and contradict themselves. They have no credibility. Why not protest or sign petitions or go out there and do something about the real world instead of playing and participating in this game that they demote so much? If philosophy is truly before policy, then just think about philosophy right now, and don't let the judge sign the ballot for the framework. This framework fails logically. Disregard it and stick to the traditional policy framework, as we were actually doing something with the world and actually changing something. They said that elites are in control, but elites and regular people are always in control of the government. They all participate in the government. There's no reason why they say that elites are in control when multiple types of people are working in the government. And they say that only thinking solved the what. But why shouldn't they work right now, since we already did the thinking? We should do it right now. Next, moving on to the critique. We aren't giving the USFG unlimited power to control your lives. By nature, the people give the USFG power and not our plan by a large amount. Only enough to do the plan, and they only use it when it is needed for the best interest of the people, for the people, according to the traditional policy framework. And the government allows micro-political resistance anyway, so it's inevitable, and the government supports it, such as voting and healthcare to the poor people. So their micro-political discourse, it doesn't really matter. This critique has a high magnitude, but the time frame and the predictability and inevitability of it is very low. We don't exactly know when this thing's, just because you think about it and then you go back in doesn't mean it will always have some kind of effect. The alternative is stupid and does nothing. The other team can't solve anything by stepping into an imaginary dimension, contemplating for several years, and going back into the world. It doesn't exactly solve anything. There's no time frame on this alternative, and it's just stupid. They aren't real philosophers. This K doesn't work, and you cannot vote for it as it solves nothing. Sorry, going back onto case. They said that Gundam is a weapon, but extend our Logs and Atoms 06 card. It said we are using weapons for a good cause and not for something evil. They cannot exactly assume that any weapons will be used for some kind of attack on another country. They said weapons will deny high ground to the others, but however, extend our second solvency card. We are the ones that are giving high grounds to ourselves with this Gundam, and high ground suffers so much according to our cards. They said China won't attack U.S. now. However, we have two cards that says China will attack us. Will attack us. They are on the brink of attacking us, and they have space weapons, and they're about to attack us. And with this gun, we can solve it. Extend all of our advantages and our harms. They haven't attacked any of it, and we win by default. Vote for the affirmative.